This is a little video showing off my LudumDare 47 game called Strange Loop. Strange Loop is a puzzle game, and it is inspired by Slither Link or Puzzle Loop or Loopy, which are some other online versions that you can play, and they have some more info about strategy, and you can kind of see how it works there. Loopy's got some cool non-grid versions, and so that got me thinking, and I ended up putting it on a 3D shape. So a lot of these aren't super useful, but the ball and the big ball are those work pretty well. And so what you can do if you hit this is it'll just open up the README. Let me show you how to play it and how to start solving the puzzle. So basically, there's some of the squares are not marked, and that doesn't tell you anything about them. Some of them are marked, and what the symbols mean is if there's this X here, like this one, that means none of the edges of that cell will be part of the path. The goal is to make one single continuous loop all around the mesh, and the loop will not necessarily go through every one of these dots, one of these points, but it'll touch every cell. It'll at least go to one corner of every cell. And since we know it's a loop, you can logically deduct that shapes like that couldn't be part of the puzzle, because that's would make more than one loop. So yeah, if it's got the X, that means there's no neighbors, no walls around that cell, or no loop edges. If it's got one dot, that means one of the edges is on, but we don't know which one. So it could be any of those. If it's got two, it means there's two walls. If it's got three, there's three walls. So from that, and from how they're positioned, you can figure out the entire loop. So let's start looking at this one. So for here, some of the edges show up marked by the puzzle. So we know it can't be this one, because that would make this loop not one loop. You can't have any branches on it. So and also this one is 3, so, and this one's marked as not there, so we know it goes that way, and that's nice because that fits in with that 3 there. This 2 one goes here. This already is marked as a 1, and there's an edge here, so we know that these can't be in the puzzle. So this has to go, the only way left for that to go is that way. Let's keep going around. This has 3 here, and because one of the edges are marked, we can only go this way. There's no other way to get 3, so we know that loops around there. From here, it could continue that way, or it could turn. We don't know. But if it turns, if it did that, then there'd be no way for this one to get the 2, because that can't happen. So from that, we know it must go this way. And this has the 1 there, so we can mark these off. And this only it can't go that way, so it has to go this way. Can't go that way, it has to go this way. This one can't go any other way but this, so it has to go there. And now that can't go that way, and so on. So, and this one has 2 and not 3. If it had 3, you could be an edge there, but it has 2. So, and then we just keep going around like this. And the goal is to get one continuous loop around the whole thing. I'm going to use a cheat code to show the solution. So there you can see that's what the answer would be. So once you think you have the puzzle right, let me make something wrong here just for demonstration purposes. You hit check, And it'll tell you if you got it all right or if you got some of the wrong. These are not right. So I'm going to say keep going. Mark that one. It doesn't care. You don't have to mark the X's. They're really just for you to help keep track of it. So let's check it again. Yay, you win. And you can try some of the other shapes. The monkey shape is not very playable. I think this one is my favorite. And these, with the tricky and hard, there will be less clues. With tricky and hard will not give you any of the wall clues. It'll just be the shapes. And it can be pretty challenging to solve from that. So yeah, that's the game. There's if you hit 0, you can enable cheat codes and display my debug of the loop, or hit B to solve the puzzle. All right, thanks for playing. If you play the game, please leave any feedback and comments on it, and don't forget to vote. All right, bye.